Hi, this is Abdul. Welcome back to my channel on Cloud. So, do you know we can able to run Linux apps on Windows 11? So, just like any other software, you can able to run Windows Linux apps on Windows 11. Yes, this is possible with the WSLg. So, let's start and see how it can be achieved. Open IE. So, go into this place. This can be possible only with the few commands. Let's see command in admin mode. WSL install. So the WSL is getting prepared. The Windows platform, virtual machine platform is getting installed. So basically this WSL is Windows subsystem for Linux. You can see it. So this helps you to run Linux apps on Windows 11. And also you have GUI support. So that is one of the great feature we have in WSL. So you can see GUI support, app support, installing GUI app support. So this same is not feasible in Windows 10. So once this is done, you need to give reboot of the machine. So before that, I'll just show you the prerequisites. For Windows 10, you should have Windows 10. The build should be 19041 and higher, or Windows 11. So we have Windows 11 here. So once this is done, we can reboot the machine to get this effective changes. Shut down -t double C. So the machine has been rebooted now. So we should see now the installation should start with that. Yeah. So the installation will be initiated post the reboot. So it will be started. So we can see Windows subsystem for Linux is receiving a previous installation. So we got the installation for Ubuntu. It's getting started up. So you can see Ubuntu here on Windows machine. Just go to start. You can see the recently added applications. So this is recently added, which Windows added recently for generation. Once this is done, it will ask for a username. You should type a password. Retype password. So you can able to see the release and the distributions. Ubuntu 20.4 LTS. So this is done now. So now you are in Linux. So you are in parent working directory. It shows here. Yeah. So you can able to see now the Linux. This Ubuntu is in your Windows 11. So let's start the command. Now we can open directly. So let's check what is the release. Current release we have WSL list. This will show you the current Windows subsystem for Linux distribution, and the default will be Ubuntu. So this can be changed at any time. This default Ubuntu Linux distributions can be changed at any time. You can able to install any other Linux distribution. So let's see what are the available distributions for us. WSL list online. So you can see here. So this is the list of available distributions available online. Name Ubuntu, Debian, Kali Linux, open source, and Ubuntu 16.04, 18.04, 20.44. So this is the Linux. This is the version we have right now. So we'll plan for installing Kali Linux. So Kali Linux. So for this we need to do WSL install -du. You need to select the distribution and the distribution name, Kali Linux. So do not install this. So somehow this is going to be an older version, so you need to find a new version. So let's go to shopping, go to Microsoft Store. Let's check for Kali Linux. So install. So the Kali Linux is getting downloaded for Windows 11 from Microsoft Store. So you can able to see now. Search for Kali Linux here. So it will ask for an username. Retype your password. So we are on the home screen of Kali Linux. Okay. Install one of the Linux application here. So let's install one of the Linux application here. Sudo install gimp-y. So it's asking for password. We are unable to fetch some keys. So let's update the repository. Sudo apt. So it's updating our repository. So installation is completed now. So now you can able to see the GIMP for Kali Linux application. You can run it on Windows 11. So once we updated the repository, you can able to install the GIMP. So let's install one more VLC. Okay. So we can able to see the installation is completed for VLC as well. So you can see here VLC media player. how cool it's, right? So we are running Linux apps on Windows 11. So we have one more option we need to run. So we'll have a enter Linux. One more command you need to run for a desktop experience. So for Linux desktop experience. So let's install sudo apt install kali-win-kex -y. So let's see. So package is getting installed. Meanwhile, during the installation, you will ask for an keyboard layout. You can select English, so you can continue with the installation. You can see the recently added kali-win-kex applications. So let's check this out. Here, once you browse the file explorer on Windows 11, you can able to see there is a Linux folder here. So we have recently installed, right, Ubuntu as a default on this one. So here you can check that. Let's check the WSL list. So we have Windows subsystem for Linux distribution. The default is Ubuntu on the Kali Linux. So this is what here. So we have a separate folder for Kali Linux in the home directories and folders. So you can still navigate here and you can able to check. See how cool it is. So you are in Windows 11 and you can able to launch Linux application on Windows 11. So this is basically very useful when you are a new user to Linux and you are trying to learn Linux, then possibly you can do this option. So you can use WSLg, get installed on your Windows 11 and you can start practicing. So installation is completed now. So there is one more command which help you to bring the desktop experience for Kali. So let's install. So we have one more option to install. We have one more command to install. So it helps you to bring the Linux desktop experience with sound support. So kex -win-x with sound support. So it will ask for a password. So it will get an pop-up with an alert. So just give allow access. So type your password, verify, just no, enter. See, wow. So now you get a Linux complete desktop experience now. Our desktop experience here. You can also see the processes running here on the task manager for the Linux. So this can be achieved on Windows WSLg. So now you are running Kali Linux on Windows 11. So just press F8 to disconnect. You disconnect, press F8, click disconnect. So you will be out of the window, desktop window. So even still you can able to access the Linux applications from Windows 11 here. So see how cool it is. So just try this out and give me a comment. So how do you feel? So basically this is very much useful for the Linux users, new Linux users probably looking for to practice. So this is possible with WSLg. If you like my video, please subscribe. Please like, subscribe, comment and share and support me. I will come with another video. Thank you.